Hi guys, so welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Alessia. I'm a third year student at the University of Toronto and I'm doing a major in human biology and a double minor in immunology and art history. If you're in the application process or thinking of applying to university for the next school year, I'm sure that you have heard, don't go to UofT. It's too hard, they curve down, your GPA is going to be terrible, which in some cases can be true, but I'm here to tell you not to listen to those people. U of T is a great school. They have been consistently ranked top in Canada, first in Canada, and among the top universities in the world, and I'm here to undiscourage you from going to U of T. There are really three main reasons why I chose to go to the University of Toronto, and I think that these also serve as three reasons why other people should be motivated to go to the University of Toronto. So I wrote them down on my iPad just to keep it all consistent and organized. There are three main points I'm going to be talking about today. And if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments and I would be more than glad to respond. So first and foremost, the main reason why I decided to go to the University of Toronto and why I've always known I wanted to go to the University of Toronto is because it is just overall a great university. They have been continuously ranked first in Canada and among the top universities in the world for overall greatness and also specific topics. So I have some of them here that were recently posted in 2023. They are ranked the second best school in the world in specifically health sciences, and they're just behind Harvard University. They are also ranked the top university in Canada. U of T also ranked top 5 in the world for research, and they ranked second most prolific health sciences research university in the world, and that was by World by Science Journal. So these rankings, not only by the university in general, but more specifically in health sciences and also in health science research, was one of the main reasons that I chose U of T and I've always wanted to go to U of T. If you are wanting to go into health sciences or life sciences or do your master's or your PhD and you know that you want to do research in your undergrad, U of T has amazing research as shown by their rankings in Canada and in the world. They are continuously ranked top for different programs, overall universities, and also for research. So I actually already do research, and if you are looking to do research in your undergrad, U of T is definitely the best university that you can probably go to for that. Not to put down the other Ontario universities, you should pick a lab, not a university when you're doing research, but by going to the University of Toronto, it's really opening up a lot of avenues for research, not only at U of T, but also the hospitals are right there. They're 5 minutes from the campus, and I don't do it directly at U of T, because I go to U of T and it's such easy access. I actually do research at one of the hospitals there, one of the research towers. So that is really one of the driving points for me, is the consistent ranking of such a top university in Canada, both by their research and by their education in general. I realize that a lot of the information that I know from my classes aren't really taught in a lot of the other Ontario universities or in some of the universities in Canada. There's a big difference in the education at U of T and some of the other universities, so I think that the overall education at the University of Toronto is very different than some of the other universities that you can find in Canada. Not all of them, but some of them there is a distinct difference. So if you're really looking for that high education, really great professors and TAs, everyone is just so educated and knowledgeable and intelligent. Amazing school learning environment. And I think that if you're academically inclined and you're okay doing homework and working hard for your grades, that you really will thrive at U of T. So the second main point is that U of T is the biggest campus in Canada. Not only is their campus vast and huge, you're in the middle of Toronto, you have an endless amount of libraries and study spots, coffee shops, restaurants. Like you're in Toronto, you will never be bored and you'll never not have somewhere to study. Not only that, but also the diversity that comes with that. So U of T has so many international students. The diversity at U of T is unlike any other Ontario university for diversity on campus. So you're bound to meet people from all around the world. You will make lifelong friends from all around the world, and it really just adds to that university experience that you might not get at other Ontario universities. So that was also a main driving point for me for going to U of T. Just a great experience overall, and I really wouldn't trade it for anything. So yeah, that's another main point, is that the campus is huge. It's in the middle of Toronto. You'll never be bored. There's always something to do. And then also the insane diversity that not only is from the University of Toronto, but also because you are in a big city, there's automatically going to be, I don't know what that is. You're automatically going to be like submerged into this diverse city as it is. But yeah, not only is the university so great, the location and like just Toronto in general is an amazing city to be in, and especially to study in. I lived on campus in first year, but now I've been commuting for second and third year, and even though I hate the commute, the campus makes it so worth it. I love going to campus every day. I love going to Toronto, and just being on campus. It's one of my favorite things to do. Third, oh my gosh, it's back. Anyway, so the third and final point, which is one of the biggest things for me, is how they set up the programs and the vast amount of classes that they have for their students. So there are a lot of other Ontario universities that have this kind of program system in place where you go into your first year in like a general program. So mine was life sciences under the Faculty of Arts and Science, but another example is like social science. So you take your first year general courses. So for life sciences students, it's 2 chemistries, 2 biologies, and a calculus. And then in second year, you declare your major. So in second year, I declared to have a major in human biology and a double minor in immunology and art history. And you can also change those around. So originally I was doing a double major in human biology and cell and molecular biology, but then I realized I really wanted to do a minor in art history, which is completely unrelated to life sciences. And because you're in the Faculty of Arts and Sciences, you're totally able to do that. So I was able to switch that out seamlessly. I didn't need to go to any guidance counselors and switch it out. You can really do it all from your Acorn account, like your student account, and you just switch them out. So yeah, now I'm doing a major and a double minor, and this system is just so, I think it's so great. And a lot of other Ontario universities have that, but you also have to be careful because some don't. It's a lot harder in other universities. I've heard that some universities it's really hard to change your major because when you apply to that school, you are applying with that program, and that program is your major. So to change your program, you kind of have to change the classes that you're taking. You have to take extra classes, and they're not all like transferable between the programs like U of T and some other Ontario universities are. So definitely check that out and make sure that your university has that kind of able to switch. You declared in second year, and it's kind of like a more broad program in first year, like life sciences or social sciences. So at U of T, that's one of the main reasons that I wanted to do it, because when you're looking through that huge list of programs that are available to the students, it's like there's endless options. You have a huge amount of programs to choose from. They're also cool and interesting, and a lot of the courses that you have to take for one are easily transferred to the other. So most of your first year life sciences courses, for example, a lot of the second year science courses, and then in your third year and fourth year you get to switch it up. They're more diverse, but by that time you usually have your program in place by your third year. And not only do you have the different programs, but also the specific programs are also continuously ranked top in Canada. There's Rotman Commerce, there's the engineering program, and there's the health science program. I'm sure there's a whole list of other ones, but those are the 3 main ones that I know of that are really top programs. Not in those, I'm under the Faculty of Arts and Science, and then I was admitted for life sciences, and then I declared my major in second year. That's another reason. So if you want a more specific program, there are really great programs that are highly ranked. And then also in relation to that, the amount of courses is insane. I don't know about the other universities in Ontario or in Canada, but U of T has a huge amount of courses that the students can choose from during course selection. And I've heard from my friends at other universities and also from people that I do research with that the courses at U of T are unlike any of the other courses at other universities in Ontario or in Canada. Not only is there a huge list of them, but also the kinds of courses. There are so many electives that you can choose from. So that was another major reason why I wanted to go to U of T, because the amount of courses and the selection of courses is honestly unlike any other Ontario university. The selection is just not the same. The amount is just not the same, and the program situation is just not the same. I've heard from my other friends at other universities, from people I work with at the lab, it's not the same. You look at timetables, you look at course selection, you look at the programs, it's just not really comparable to a lot of other Ontario universities. So definitely that's a factor to check out when you're looking at your universities and your options. Look at the programs, look at the courses, look at what you want to do and the first year entry course that you have to take for second year program, and really take that into consideration when you're choosing your universities. So yeah, I hope that this kind of sheds some light. These are 3 main reasons why I went to the University of Toronto, and 3 main reasons why I think you should go to the University of Toronto. Don't let anyone discourage you. It's not that bad. If you're ready to work hard and you're academically inclined, then you will be totally fine. The courses get smaller and smaller as the years go on, and the courses also get more specific to your program because you're declaring your major in second year. So yeah, I think that those 3 reasons are huge factors that you consider if you're considering going to the University of Toronto. Don't let anyone discourage you. I am here to undiscourage you and encourage you to come to U of T, because it really is an amazing school. You're getting a education that you just can't get in other Ontario universities. Not to put down the other Ontario universities, they are all great in their own ways. But again, I think that you're just getting a whole different experience when you come to U of T, not only because of the courses and the programs and the diversity. It's just the overall experience. It's such a great school. The opportunities are endless with the research and all of that. Yeah, I've enjoyed it so far, and I know other people do. It's hard, but in my opinion, it is totally worth it. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I love it. I wouldn't change it at all. I wouldn't go to another Ontario university. I don't wish I did. Yes, first year is hard. Second year gets easier. Third year is much better. And it's honestly just a great experience overall. And if you have any questions, please comment. I would love to answer any questions I can. And if you want to see a more specific video, please let me know and I would love to make it.